Hello, beautiful. I am back, and I have my cousin Sandy here.
Hello.
So everyone say hi to Sandy.
Hey.
Sandy is going to be our model today because I've had so many questions regarding can you use Chebe when your hair is permed or colored? And Sandy has a color in her hair and she has some permed ends. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a couple of her twists of how we are to apply Chebe. And as you will see, that it's the same no matter what condition your hair is in. But I have one question for my cousin. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Does my breath smell like pork since we just finished eating ribs?
No. I'd have been told you that.
Okay. So we're going to get started. Sorry, y'all. Sandy's hair is colored, and then she has some perm ends here. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna do, and again, this is the same whether no matter what your hair situation is, you're gonna start with wet hair. And since we can't film while we're over the sink because it's so late in the evening and it's dark and blah blah blah. Hold on. We are trying to make the best of our situation. Sandy, can you lean forward just a little closer so they can kind of see the texture of your hair? That's a pretty color you have in it.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and spray it down. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So I'm just going to wet her hair down before we apply anything else. Sorry, trying to get her hair to absorb this water. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have her hair pretty, I mean, if you could hear that. So it is pretty wet. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to apply the cocoa cream. And so we have the cocoa cream right here. And this is new and improved cocoa cream.
Smells so good.
I'm going to apply this to her hair shaft, like so. And what this is an amazing detangler. I'm going to use the opportunity to kind of comb through her hair with the wide tooth comb, starting at the ends. And Sandy is tender-headed, so let me know if I'm being too rough with you.
Out!
Ah, no, you scared me! And I'm not going to edit that out either. You scared me, you really did. Oh my gosh, she's worse than noodles. A detangler is very good. It's going to help the comb glide right through. There we go. Okay? Shake that up real good before you open it. I had gone on and pre-mixed her Chebe with the growth strengthening thickening oil. But you can see it's a watery consistency, which is what we want. And so Sandy, when you start doing this by yourself, it's stuck at the bottom.
Ooh.
So you just gotta kind of stir it up. Because your Chebe is sunk down to the bottom.
It has settled.
So then we're going to get about that much on your fingertips. And we're going to apply it to the shaft of your hair without touching your scalp. So we're going to make sure we get every strand coated and saturated. Can you lean forward just a little bit?
Sure. Yeah.
There we go, so that way they can see.
My question is, um, by me having color in my hair, how how often do I put the Chebe in my hair?
Well, it doesn't matter whether your hair is colored or not.
Oh,
I recommend that you put it in every 3 to 5 days. Depending on your hair, you know your hair better than anyone. And so with color, tends to be a little drier than if you did not have color in it. So I would recommend you start with every 3 days, and then once you rinse the Chebe out, you check your hair to see if it's like bone dry, or you know how your hair feels normally. If it's moisturized, then I would go 4 days. And again, when it's time for you to do it again, and if it's still moisturized after 4 days, then I would go 5 days.
oh, okay.
So it just depends on your hair. Now that your hair is saturated with the Chebe and the oil, then I will go ahead and just twist this up. And I'm not the best twister in the world. And I think ideally, since you do have color and some perm left in your hair, that you can be a little generous with the oil.
Okay.
Because the whole idea is to get that Chebe into the hair shaft.
And you see this ponytail is right here. And I will see you in a couple of weeks to show you how far my hair has grown after using the Chebe.
You can also open this up for me, please. Use my Chebe Butter Love. Sorry. And you can take a little bit of this. And you could put it on the ends to keep the ends even more moisturized. This Chebe Butter Love is the truth. I mean, it will keep your hair moisturized. So I do recommend that you use that on top of the cocoa cream, the Chebe, and then the Chebe Butter Love.
With the coconut cream and the Chebe, it kind of takes the smell away from the Chebe.
Okay.
You can smell more so the coconut and the Chebe.
Okay. Do another section here. Let's get you covered. I'm going to make the hair wet. Edges. I'm going to go in with the cocoa cream. Let's start at the ends and distribute it evenly throughout the hair strands. In just a little further because I'm dark. My shirt is dark. There we go. That way you can see, kind of gauge how much I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
After I apply the cocoa cream, I'm going to comb through.
And is it best to use a wide tooth comb?
It is always best to use a wide tooth comb. Always. So you don't break the hair strands. And start at the bottom and comb your way up. Now I'm going to apply the Chebe. And I'll start at the bottom. And I'll work my way up to the top. And make sure I incorporate it in between the strands too. Okay, turn your head this way. There we go. Okay, and once we work it in, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of Chebe that you can see because you don't need that much. And then I'll go ahead and twist this one up. And then I'll just add a little bit of the Chebe Butter Love on the ends to make sure that they stay moisturized. Can you see that? Okay. And, you know, you can add it wherever. And then that's pretty much it. You want to do the entire head. I don't want to bore you by doing every section, but you want to do the entire head. And then you want to position it where you want it. And then use your scarf to tie it down. Or you can, like every other night or every 2 nights, you could sleep in a plastic cap. I don't recommend that you sleep in a plastic cap every night because of the amount of moisture that's being applied and held within your hair strand. And the last thing we want is moisture overload. So this pretty much is all that you do. And then you're to leave this in every 3 to 5 days. And then after 3 to 5 days, you're going to take it down the twist. And it's going to be dry. It's not going to be wet like this. And then rake your fingers through it like this. So you're going to get a lot of fallout on your towel. So make sure you're wearing clothing and a towel that you don't mind messing up. You're never going to comb your hair with dry Chebe in it. So you're going to rake it through like so. You're going to reapply your cocoa cream. You're going to comb through with a wide tooth comb. And then you're going to reapply your Chebe oil mixture. And you're going to retwist it. And if you care to, you can reapply your Chebe Butter Love to the ends. Every once in a while, Sandy's going to want to shampoo her hair, and I don't blame her. And so she can feel free to do that. Now, I suggest that you use a clarifying shampoo to clean your scalp and the hair strands, and then you just start all over again. Do you have any more questions for me?
Do you apply it on your edges too?
As long as you try not to get it on your scalp.
Okay.
Okay, so I would go in lightly like this. Okay, as long as you don't apply it directly to your scalp, I think you should be fine. And the reason why they say not to apply it on your scalp is because it may cause dandruff and itching.
Okay.
But you know, it's totally up to you. Everyone's scalp is different. Some people's scalp is more sensitive than others. So this is pretty much all you do. Is a minimum routine. You don't have to go back in there before your time is up to mess with your hair. And that's the most important factor in growing hair, is just to leave it alone and let it grow. So if you have any questions at all, you can shoot them to me underneath the video. Your hair looks really moisturized, by the way. You can shoot them to me under the video, and I will be more than happy to answer your question. All right, Sandy, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
www.cbashebe.com.
Yay! So, you guys have a blessed evening. And we will see you on the next video. Okay,
Thank
take
you.
care.
See you in a couple of weeks.
I love you as
Love
always.
you.
We love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.